There's a breaking news coming in at this point of time. The National Security Advisor Ajit Doval has briefed the Prime Minister on this issue. Home Minister Rajnath, Singh and Defence Minister will also meet the Prime Minister very shortly in wake of these pre-dawn airstrikes which have taken place deep into Pakistani territory conducted by the Indian Air Force Mirage 2000 jets. This is the latest which is coming in on this big developing story this morning at 3:30 a.m. Indian Air Force jets, 10 Mirage 2000 jets crossed over Pakistan, went deep inside the Pakistani territory and hit terror camps of Jaish-e-Mohammed in Balakot area in Muzaffarabad as well, and have come back safely. Abhishek Bhalla with us. Abhishek, the NSA has in fact briefed the Prime Minister, and very soon we are going to see the Defence Minister and the Home Minister also meeting the Prime Minister. This will be a very significant meeting at this point of time.
Yes, Ankit, as I said that the assessment will be made to the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister will be briefed about what has happened, what the damage is, what Pakistan could be doing. Of course, intelligence agencies are also now keeping a close eye on how Pakistan could retaliate. Remember, I mean, they're a professional army. They also would want to retaliate at some point of time. And in fact, a very important development that took place in the wee hours was while this airstrike was happening, there were ceasefire violations at multiple places. So Pakistan tried to retaliate. We don't know what the damage was because the Indian forces on land also hit back. So there has been action along the LOC, not just in air but also on land. Now assessments will be made, reports will be tabled to the higher-ups, including the Prime Minister, and hopefully we'll hear an official word sometime later today on what exactly happened, what were the preparations made, how was this operation carried out.
Okay, Abhishek, stay on with me. In fact, let me bring in Gaurav Sawant as well. And Gaurav, as we've been talking about Indian Air Force and Indian Army on high alert after this strike, this would also be at a time when Pakistan could, in fact, because they've been embarrassed, and they've been embarrassed twice, caught napping despite such heightened sense of security in Pakistan. Indian Air Force jets could go across, pound certain targets and come back. This could also call for some sort of a misadventure on the Pakistani side as well.
Ankit, they may well try. But again, since Pakistan is again a professional army and a professional air force, they will also wait for a place and time of their choosing to respond. At this point of time, well, there are combat air patrols that are already up in the air, keeping an eye. But Pakistan does not have the kind of capabilities that Indian Air Force has. You know, with our AWACS up in the sky, we can look at, Indian Air Force can look at every airfield in Pakistan. So even before a Pakistani plane takes off, Indian Air Force will know. Even before a Pakistani missile can take off, Indian Air Force will know. So, and there would be countermeasures that would be initiated immediately. Point one. Point two, does Pakistan want to travel up the escalation ladder? Can Pakistan sustain it? Its economy is less than $7 billion. It is on Financial Action Task Force grey list. Nobody wants to invest in Pakistan. Saudi Arabia hasn't given a single rupee of the $20 billion promised. Will Saudi Arabia invest $20 billion in Pakistan? If India is bombing Pakistan, it will not. No one wants to sink its money. Worse, will China want to invest more of... So $60 billion they've promised, about $18 to $22 billion they've already invested. Will they invest a single rupee more in case India is bombing the China-Pakistan economic corridor, or there is unrest in Pakistan? Nobody will invest more money in Pakistan. All of that needs to be kept in account simultaneously. It's also a very important fact that Iran is desperate to strike back after 27 elite Iranian guards were killed in a similar suicide bombing in Iran. So can Pakistan sustain a war on multiple fronts? So this is, when people say Prime Minister Modi was flying overseas all the time, what was Government of India doing? Well, getting a coalition together to expose Pakistan state-sponsored terror. In every fora, the Prime Minister has exposed Pakistan, and Pakistan by its own actions now stands exposed. Afghanistan, Iran, India, they want to militarily sort Pakistan out, Pakistan state-sponsored terror out. Other countries are telling Pakistan. Remember, Shah Mahmood Qureshi called up the European Union to talk about what's happening at the line of control and in Kashmir. The European Union told Pakistan to sort out terror first. So that is what is happening, a multi-pronged offensive on Pakistan state-sponsored terror, Ankit.
All right, Gaurav. With us. In fact, at this point of time, what I can also see, Rahul Gandhi, before the government has officially confirmed this, Rahul Gandhi has tweeted at 8 to 9:35, and he has said, "I salute the pilots of the Indian Air Force." So, as we are waiting for a reaction from the official reaction from the government of India, from the Ministry of Defence and the Armed Forces, Rahul Gandhi and the opposition leaders already, in fact, showing solidarity, and this, in fact, a big message being sent out as well. Let's very quickly get in a word from Shujaullah Thakur, who is joining us from Srinagar. Shuja, we were talking about those NIA raids as well in Srinagar. Very quickly, what is the situation there in the valley? A massive security deployment as well.
Well, that's right, Ankit. In past few days, as we've been constantly mentioning, there has been fresh security development or deployment at various places. In fact, close to 100, more paramilitary forces were brought in just day before yesterday in an emergency sort of a situation. They were airlifted to Srinagar and have been deployed at various places. We have also seen BSF being deployed in Srinagar after a gap of around 14 years. So it does look like that preparation for this kind of a strike were already in place. The government had the idea that something like this could happen.
Okay, Shuja, stay on with me. In fact, joining us now.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.